Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Babblers video. My name is Zero and this is Civilization VI. I've played this, I got this way back. It looked really fascinating to me. I was never a big fan of the Civilization series, but Civilization VI looked real-time strategy enough for me to give it a whirl. This isn't the game that I really wanted to play today. I don't mean to sound bummed about it. I'm sort of bummed a little bit because the game I wanted to play was this pre-alpha game that I had a whole lot to say about it, and I was so ready to start playing it and to start exposing the world to it. And the servers are just having some incredible issues. So while I wait for that to stabilize, I still need to make a video, and this is the one that I've decided to go with. So Civilization VI, for those of you who don't know, of course there's a series, and I assume that most of you do know this. And I'm just going to start doing this while I talk. Let's create a new game. So anyway, basically you start out with a civilization. In this case I'm doing the real world, because I really like the real world. See if you can choose. If you can choose everything, you can do continents, whatever, Earth, true start location, Earth. I'll probably do true start location, Earth, because that's really fun in my opinion. Game speed. Okay, so anyway, I'll just give a little bit of background to the game in case you're unfamiliar. I'm assuming that most of you guys probably are, but basically, you start out with a single civilization, and you can, it's turn-based, and you're researching things, and you're getting stronger, and you're advancing through all the ages. You start out at, ancient times, and you go all the way progressively through till you, reach modern times, and then maybe a little bit into the future. So you can eventually build, nukes and stuff, and it's really fun. And you don't necessarily want to kill everybody. In fact, this game, unlike a lot of RTSs, there's a strategy involved with the political side of things. You don't want to piss people off. And it's really easy to piss people off because each civilization has, different... Well, you know what? I'm just going to show you guys. I'm not going to just talk your ear off. I'll show you guys. I don't want to be a random leader. As you can see, all these leaders, they're real people from real-life people. History, stuff like that. And since this is real life starting, I could be Victoria, which means I'd start in the UK. Pedro's always fun because you get Brazil basically to yourself. But let's go with, where is the President of the United States of America? Teddy Roosevelt. We'll do Teddy Roosevelt because I hate playing against Teddy Roosevelt. It always feels really weird to piss off Teddy Roosevelt. You never want to piss off Teddy Roosevelt, you know what I mean? And I usually have it, I guess Prince is... I guess we'll go to Warlord. I haven't played for a while, so... We'll do the Warlord. Standard. Oh, so the game speed, this has nothing to do with how fast things move. In terms of, units physically moving around. This all has to do with how many turns there's going to be. And how many turns it takes to complete, technologies. So, for example, if you do a marathon, it's going to take, it's going to take, 100 turns to research a single thing. If you do online, it's going to take, 2. I mean, I don't know, those are just examples. But anyway, so we're going to stick with standard. Again, I'm not going to get through a whole game. These games can last hours and hours and hours, and I'm not going to get through a whole game. If I really liked it, I'll come back to it, but I really just want to play something and have a little bit of fun with it. So I can go to advanced. We'll go with random leaders, of course. Ancient era. We'll start at the ancient, right? Yeah, so you start at ancient era. Game speed is standard. Map size... well, the map size is gonna, for real world, the map size is always gonna be what it's gonna be, so you can't set that. So right now I have everything except I don't like the victories of anything except for domination victory. And because I like to kill things, and I always focus on that, like, because I'm so used to RTSs, I go with the domination. Besides, I hate, like, I wouldn't want to give Gandhi an easy way to win with his religious stupid bullshit. No duplicate leaders, of course. No barbarians. Well, no, you want barbarians. They offer an early game obstacle. No teams. No, of course we're going to have teams. I mean, teams in the fact that you want diplomacy. You want to be able to... There we go. By game speed. No turn limit. There is no limit to the number of turns. Yeah, that's what you want. Now, I've made the horrible mistake in the past of keeping that on by game speed. See, the game will end at 2050. And believe it or not, I've managed to find myself in a position where, despite owning most of the world, I still lost because we hit the end of that and the other guy had more points somehow. I don't exactly know how, even though I clearly had the advantage. Standard rules, warlord, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and start the game. Now, when you start the game, it's going to load, and this dude, I don't have the sound on, but this dude's going to talk his little head off. He's like, oh, from the first stirrings of life beneath the water to the great beasts of the Stone Age. And so it is upon your broad shoulders, Theodore Roosevelt. Yeah, so he's going to go on with his, like, noble bullshit. Yeah, Rough Riders are actually pretty fun once you can get. But see, all our stuff happens in the... Or stuff. I'm sorry, I should not use stuff. That's a very generic term. All of our perks for civilization kind of occur later in the game. So it's kind of important to not dilly-dally in the early ages too much. So I'm going to try to just boom up with the economy and just push through to the next whatchamacallit. Okay, so we're going to begin game. So, as you can see, and I'll zoom in here so you can see this. It's more fun, I think, for you guys to be able to see zoomed in. We are clearly, shows on the minimap here, you can't tell, but since we're in True World Start location, this is essentially Washington, D.C., and this is the west coast of the United States. There's Florida, and I have these, so you start out with some military, and you start out with a settler. And the settler, you can turn him into a city at any time you wish. In this case, I kind of, if memory serves, I want to like explore a little bit. But probably a not bad spot to set up would be on a river. Ideally, somewhere like over here would be a great spot. So we're actually going to work towards that, and then we're going to end our turn. State neighbors have made a request of us if we can... Okay, so I discovered a new city-state. Now, city-states, they're essentially independent civilizations. They're not... I guess in this case, everything's computer-controlled because I'm just playing a computer whatever. Yeah, new city-state. But city-states, they never build new cities. They don't ever expand. They don't really advance much. I mean, their technologies go up a little bit, and their guys evolve with time. Let's just go here. There we go. But for the most part, they can't really, they're not going to invade you. They're not going to declare war on you unless, well, there's caveats to that, but I won't get into that right this second. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to establish a city. How come I can't establish a city here? I thought it said I could establish a city here. Now it's not going to let me? Okay, well that's fine. What the heck? Okay. Whatever. I don't know why that is. Sometimes I'm still trying to figure out everything here, but whatever. Okay, why can't I establish a city for crying out loud? Anyway, so yeah, the city-states, you can open trade routes with them, and you can make them your vassal states and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's actually pretty cool. Okay, here. Now we can found a city. Now, I personally, you don't have to do this. See, I'm zoomed way out. You can see a west coast or east coast here. This is probably somewhere in the Great Plains. I like to name my cities primarily based off real-world location and what that city would be called. So we're going to go ahead and found this. And it says it's Washington, but I know that I can change the name of this. So we're going to change this to Omaha. Omaha. Is that how you spell Omaha? Well, it is now. And so, because it's approximately where Omaha would be, right? Yeah. So, here you can go into city management, and you can change your production. So, like, over here, the city can either be working on a number of things, like a slinger, a warrior, a scout, a builder. Generally, builders are the best things you want to start with, but because I want to be able to protect myself against barbarians, we're actually going to start out with slingers. And then these guys are just going to continue to explore. I can also choose research. Now that I have a city, I can choose research. Now the key with research is there's a research tree and a civics tree. And these are two special types of research that can only be done... they can only be done one at a time, regardless of how many cities you have. You can only ever be working on one. So... in this case, I can do sailing, pottery, mining, astrology, and animal husbandry. Animal husbandry is required for me to build improvements on this. I don't think I need any improvements to build farms. So, because I'm not on a coast, sailing's not very useful to me. Pottery's nice because I can do the granary. And the granary gives me housing, and housing is a critical part of the game. If you don't have enough housing, your cities can't grow. I mean, obviously. But we're actually going to start with animal husbandry and go from there. So, also you can see the border of my city, the stuff that's essentially my territory. Right here, see this like blue and white dotted line outline? That is everything inside those walls, you know, closer to the city. They're not walls, but inside those lines are my territory, and nobody else can build there, except for me. And as turns go by, and I'm going to go ahead and take another turn while I chat my mouth off. Wait, what is that? Oh, I want to go over there. Okay. Anyway, so as turns go by, these things actually expand, and you start, and your city actually gets large, like its city limits, if you will, get larger. So, for example, I can go here, and if I go to purchase tile, you can see that 6 turns until border growth over here. I can actually spend gold to instantly expand a tile if I want to. So if there was like some resource, like right here, say I want to get that wheat, I could buy that tile. Although you can see up here in the upper left corner of the screen, I have science, culture, faith, and gold. Those are like your 4 resources. In our case, the gold's pretty much the only thing that matters. And I always go for a lot of gold, so that I'm always able to instantly hire soldiers and instantly buy tiles. And basically, gold allows you to instantly do a lot of things. I think the only stuff it won't let you do is purchase research instantly, and it won't let you actually, that might be the only thing it really doesn't let you buy. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and end the turn. And as you get more and more advanced, you have more diplomatic options available to you. See, I got 40 gold from that, which is awesome. Now again, I don't have any diplomacy to speak of because I haven't discovered, or I have not met another civilization. I know they're out there because I started the game that way, but as far as my guys are considered, these guys don't know that there's anyone else except for us on this great wide world. Sorry, a burp there. Again, It shows you up here I only have 1 turn left until my slinger is ready. And the turns go pretty fast early on, and then as you get more and more cities and stuff, then turns take a little bit longer. So now that I have my slinger, I'm going to want to fortify with my slinger, because all I wanted the slinger for is to throw some stones at stupid barbarians if they get too close. Now, obviously, I haven't met any barbarians yet, but you can never be too careful. Now, the next thing that I can do is I can either continue to work on this or I can start trying to go for a settler. Actually, I can't do a settler because my population is not high enough. I can do a monument for culture points, but again, culture doesn't really help me that much. Builders, on the other hand, are great. And the reason builders are so great is they can improve tiles, okay? These 6 tiles around me, I can build stuff on them. So I can build like a ranch or like a farm over here. I can build a wheat farm over here. And then I can like have a lumber camp on one of these lumber places. And it's really quite cool. It's really a truly in-depth game, and it's so much more than just build up soldiers and go knock other people's teeth in. As fun as that is, I mean, come on, let's face it. See, how long have I been recording? 16 minutes of recording.
And when I die,
animal husbandry. Okay, good. So now I've researched animal husbandry. And and here's a barbarian camp. So now that I kind of walked here, these guys are probably going to attack me. It wouldn't surprise me if they tried to. Luckily, they're spearmen, and spearmen get countered by warriors pretty effectively, so I think I'll be okay. Research. Okay, so now I can research archer. Now, slingers upgrade from archers, so if I do this, I'm actually increasing my defense. And also, ranged units are really awesome because they can attack without receiving attacks, because they're ranged. So range is really, really super powerful in Civilization VI. Probably, well, I don't know how it works in other civs because I never did it. And you can see also over here, I just gained this tobacco luxury resource. This tile just became, sorry, English here. It just came under my rule, which is awesome. So the next thing I'll probably want to work on, well, I don't have any quarries to speak of, although the copper would be nice to have eventually. Stonehenge. You know what? I will probably should go with the pottery, just because I need to have that extra housing available, so that I can continue to crank out settlements, because I want to have another settlement here. So we're actually going to keep the screen over here as I go to the next turn, because these guys are probably going to attack. It would not surprise me. Are they? No, they decided to stay inside their fort, which I've actually rarely seen barbarians do, but, you know, here we are. So my option now is just either end my turn or attack. If I attacked, they say it would be a stalemate. But you know what? We're going to go ahead and attack them anyway. Oh, yeah. Okay, so it was a stalemate, so we both kind of lost about the same. Actually, I think I lost a little bit more. That's unfortunate. Oh well. Let's see if they attack. Yep. Nope. We're going to fortify until healed here. Just... man, I thought that I would be able to take them, but I guess their fort gives them bonus points. You get, like, bonus fortification points for being inside your city. And this is the equivalent of a city for barbarians. I know it's more like a camp, but it still gives them defensive bonuses. Okay, so we're going to fortify here and heal. Uh-oh. We got some warriors coming in. Okay, I'm going to have to move. Because these guys plus these guys will definitely kill me. Alright, and this is all the action that's going on right now, so this is what we're going to focus on. Yeah, go waste. No. Please tell me you took the brunt of that. It looks like it did. Major victory if I went that way, although if I went that way, these guys could get me. So I'm just going to run backwards. Yep. So there's not a lot going on. For the next 4 turns, I'm basically just moving these guys. And again, it's not always this slow. It's just this slow right now. because it's early on in the game. Okay, so
Enacting new policies
cool, yeah.
in our government can be of
At his best,
so I can change policies.
the noblest.
Okay, so this is, again, this game is incredibly in depth, and this is basically, I'm gonna be able to put in policies. This is like I think like a talent tree, if you're familiar with World of Warcraft or other MMOs or something like that. These are like talent trees, and I can kind of choose my talents, and I can change these at later points, though, a little bit more easily than you can talents in MMOs, or in most MMOs. Obviously, I want this one because I'm fighting barbarians, and also the production means that I can build things faster, or just in general, yeah, I can build things faster. Well, this gives me gold, extra gold every turn. It's sort of, at this point, the gold's probably not as important as urban planning, so I'm going to do that. Yep. And also I can start researching civics. This is the other thing. Remember I told you there's the research, and then there's the civics. And the civics are, I guess, are sort of important. They allow you to research diplomacy stuff. Maritime, 2 gold from all trade routes. I'm probably going to care more about foreign trade, so that's what I'm going to stick with. I don't know if these barbarians are going to come after me. And they are going to come after me. Is that theirs? Oh yeah, it is. Okay, I'm just going to keep running back. And if they keep following me, I'll eventually lead them back to this city. And they're going to have a horrible slingshot surprise waiting for them. Okay, so we're going to bring these builders over here, and we're actually going to build a farm. Yeah! And now you can see it's all an improved tile, and that's going to give my city more food. Now, you notice that I'm at 2 population now. I was at 1, which means I can actually build a settler, which is what I'm going to do, because I want to be able to build a second city. It lets me do things faster. It lets me collect more resources. It makes me stronger overall. And it actually takes a population away from Omaha, so I don't have to worry about the food needed to supply it or the housing as much, which is nice. Okay, are you coming after me? Yes, you are. And pottery's done. So, if I had not gone with the 16-turn, 15-turn settlers thing, I actually probably would be working on the granary, because the granary will give me more housing, which is probably what I'm going to build after the settler's done. Okay, so I have a number of things for technology that I can choose from. Irrigation. It's not really what I want to go after. Archery, I would really like to upgrade my archers, but I'm just worried that I might need to get some of these smaller things out of the way. Mining would not be a bad one. Let's just do... What do I need for this? What's my Eureka? You guys don't know what a Eureka is. I should probably tell you what a Eureka is. So... Oh yeah, you need to go do something. Come over here. Okay. So Eureka, and I know I'm just pelting you with information, and it may not matter in the end, because I don't know how much I'm actually going to be playing this game. But Eurekas are like, if you do certain things, like if I build a pasture on here, see, there's Eureka. With animals now domesticated in the pasture, it's time to learn to ride. Your knowledge of horseback riding advanced considerably. So, if you do certain things, build certain things, what ends up happening is the number of turns to research certain technologies can be halved, and that's basically all that Eureka is. Oh boy, look at this. We're getting sandwiched by scout barbarians. Boy. Okay. At this point, let's see, how many builders do I have left? I have one build left. I probably... Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip his turn, because I don't want to get captured by these barbarians. And barbarians can capture builders, and that's never a good thing. But what I want to do is I want to improve the tobacco, and I don't know if I can do that. We'll find out. But for now, I need to hold steady, and you're going to fortify until healed, and we're just going to hope that these guys stay away. It looks like they're going to stay away. I still can't range attack. But this guy can go over here safely, because neither of these guys can reach me. Neither scouts can reach this guy in one turn. So, I'm okay there. Gosh, you're taking forever. Just fortify. Alright. I know, this is kind of getting a little boring, just because I'm having to wait so many turns. This is why I didn't do Marathon, because it would take so much longer. Okay, so I can't improve the tobacco resource, at least not yet. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and put him into sleep mode until I'm able to do that. So he's just going to hang out here, kick back, relax, drink some of that river water, hopefully not get any parasites. Okay, yeah, we can come after this. Come after the stupid barbarian. He probably is going to run away now that I came after him. And... oh, is that how it's going to be? Well, that was kind of stupid of him, because now I can go attack him. And we're not going to kill him, but we seriously hurt him. And there's not much he can run to, actually. If he runs over here, he's going to get screwed, because I can still reach him. If he runs this way, then my range guys can get him. He's pretty much... maybe he can go across here, but I still think I can get him across the river. I don't know. We'll find out. Let's find out. Shit, I've been recording for a long time. Nothing's happened, and I've been recording for a long time. Oh, you little piece of shit. There is a place he could go. It's okay. We'll just go over here. And then he's still going to be... well, he can get out of that, but you know what? Whatever. Now, I'm sorry if the mic's a little, like, popping or whatever, because... I don't have a pop filter on it. I actually have the pop filter right here next to me, but, you know, what the hell. Oh, this, oh, okay, I can build a farm over here, and that's what we're going to do. So we're going to bring you over here, because now, see, I just expanded into my territory just across the river and onto this wheat farm. It's bonus resource. Research. Okay, so I promised I was going to do... oh, masonry's so fun because the walls give you extra power. You can attack from a range. It's really good. But instead of going for all this stuff, we're actually going to go for the archery. That's what I want. So I want to be able to upgrade these guys. And, yeah. Okay. Let's just wait. He's going to run off and probably... oh no! Oh, where's he going? Oh no! Okay, so now I can use my range attack on him and he's gonna die. That was very smart of him. Not really. That's sarcasm. Oh, and my archery got boosted, which is great because that means I only have to wait 5 turns instead of 14 turns, which is exactly what I wanted. Alright, perfect. How did you get hurt? He must have been hurt by Toronto. Yeah, Toronto's coming to teach him a lesson. Builder, you can go over here. That'll be your turn. And you can come over here and just rest. Because I think, and I could be wrong, but I think that we heal faster within our own territory. I know for a fact, there we go. I know for a fact that there's research that lets you heal faster within your own territory. But I think it's naturally fast, and then you can make it even faster through technology. Okay, so we're about to get our settler, or a new settler to go forge a new city somewhere else. And we have Omaha already, so what better to found than Denver? Don't you think? I don't know. Actually, I should probably go found. I mean, being on the coast is always nice. Maybe I should found another city over here in DC, like I was originally supposed to do. I could either do that, or I could go over here. I don't know what. Is there anything super beneficial over here? Wheat. Jade. Okay, so here's the thing. Yeah, we are actually going to go ahead and... I don't know, where would that be? Where would that be? If I was up there, I'd be in Canada, wouldn't it? Shoot, I'd have to name it, like, Montreal or something. I don't even know what's up there, because there's Toronto. Yeah, let's... You know what? I'm going to go back where I came from. I'm going to found one on the coast here. And after I do that, we're going to... Yeah, so Granary. There we go. After I do that, we're going to end the episode once I've found Washington, D.C. Haha. Okay, go that way. Oh. Yeah, so really I'm just going to sit around and... again, I like to kind of stay zoomed in so you can get a nice view of all the pretty art that they do. Okay, so my archery is completed. Yeah, that means these guys can be upgraded, see, to archer for 45 gold, and we're going to do it. And the archers are obviously more powerful than the slingers, and they allow me to do more damage and defend Omaha more effectively. Let's see, horseback riding's already been done, but see, I never use cavalry. Like, I rarely use cavalry, even in the later stages of the game. And by the way, cavalry carries over into like tanks and stuff like that eventually. Masonry is very important. I need to build a quarry though, and in order to build a quarry I need... oh well, I've already researched what I need for quarrying building, so I guess I could build here, and then eventually this thing's going to be taken. I can build a quarry there, and that'll be nice. Okay, so for now we're just going to go with bronze working is going to be the next very important thing for me to do. So that's what we're going to work on. Yep. And I don't know if you guys like this style of commentating or not. I know I'm much more... Probably seems much more like I'm just talking about what I'm doing in the game and explaining the game, and that's basically what I've been doing. I haven't really been speaking from an entertainment perspective. Aha! Baltimore. Is that Baltimore? You know what? Good enough. We'll call it Baltimore. But really, like, how else are you going to commentate this game? It's not a super action-packed game, so there's not much to, like, react to. You basically just have to talk about the game. And me personally, I really found this game to be entertaining to watch when people were talking like that, so hopefully you guys enjoy it. Okay, so I definitely want to build an archer. Okay, I've been recording now for 34 minutes. We're going to go ahead and end this episode here. And I don't know if I'll even label it as number 1. I'll probably just label it as the Civ VI. And then there will be part 2, part 3, part 4 if I want to keep going with this. It just depends how it does and how people like it and respond to it. But definitely be looking for the game that I'm going to be covering where the servers are kind of doing bad right now, because I'm really excited about that. So definitely we're gonna look into that. So anyway, when we come back, we're basically gonna continue to expand, and we'll probably meet new civilizations, and then all the sticky diplomacy will begin. So thank you so much everybody for watching. My name is Zaru, and this is the Babblers.